Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video, and today I'm going to be talking to you about injuries and training. So it's Saturday afternoon, it's beautiful weather and I'm out training finally. So about 3 weeks ago, a lot of you know, cut my thumb open, cut the tendon, cut the nerve, so I don't have any sensation. I still have no movement in my thumb at the minute, but I'm doing physio to do that. But I begged them to do a bit of training. They said I can test the waters with a bit of running and I can do some lower limb workouts at home. So I'm out on my first run today. I'm just going to do a few miles, nice and gentle, make sure my hand don't swell up. So let's see how we got on with that. I'll update you when we get back, and then we can talk about injuries and training. So I'll see you in a bit.
Oh, from the ashes I will rise. No satisfaction without the fight. A man has limits, oh so they say, but I never listen. Did it my way. I'm gonna take what's mine, I paid my dues. I dare you to walk a mile in these shoes. The beat in my soul just keeps getting louder. Give me some of that power. Give me some of that power.
Right, let's get into it then. Let's talk about injuries, training, whether that's in the military, whether you're training for the military or just every day. Disclaimer, I'm not a physio. I'm not going to tell you how you can recover from an injury. I'm just going to talk about what you can do and what I've done in the past to continue training with an injury so that you can continue to train, improve on your physical and mental health. So I've had shin splints in the past. I've got this injury today. So let's just quickly talk about this. Yes, it is a thumb injury, but I've not been able to train for the last, I think it's 3 coming on 4 weeks now. That's because first of all I had surgery, so I had the bandage on, so I didn't want to start getting my heart rate up, getting loads of blood to the thumb. Also because the bandage was on, I wasn't able to wash it. So if I'm running around getting all sweaty, it's then just going to get infected, the wound's going to get worse and the injury's going to get worse. I'm now allowed to exercise, so I spoke to my physiotherapist, my hand therapist, and she says I can go running as you've just seen then, but I need to keep it a light jog somewhere where I don't slip, and if it starts to hurt then obviously stop, which it did. It started to get a bit of pain, and I think that was more due to the cold and not swelling. I'm also allowed to do lower limb exercises, so I can do like a lower limb circuit, a bit of an ab circuit, and just not do too much, nothing too high intense, because the other problem is if I do one of these exercises, if I go out running and I fall over, put my hands out in front of me, then I could make my injury a lot worse. But my point is, you can still get out and do things. I see it so often where people just get an injury and then they just stop training, they start eating more, they keep their calorie intake the same, and a lot of people end up getting overweight. And it doesn't happen, it's very common, and that's just life. But it doesn't have to happen. You can find an injury, you can find an exercise to do no matter the injury really, unless you've got like a really severe like back injury or something like that. But if you've got a hand injury, then just do lower limb exercises. If you've got a lower body injury, then you can do upper body exercises. So you can do like press ups daily, pull ups daily, you know, just to keep your activity level high. If it's that bad, you can go out walking. Like I said, I've had shin splints in the past. It's actually really bad. I had a little bit in training, which wasn't too bad. And then when I left training and got to 7, I was training for P Company, and I got really bad shin splints, like a lot of my mates did. It was that bad. I couldn't walk. My right and left leg I had it in, but I think, yeah, my right leg was worse. You know, I was struggling to walk. It'd wake me up in the middle of the night. I couldn't put my socks on in the morning without being in pain. So I had to stop all training pretty much. Make sure you give your body just some rest. At the end of the day, it's under stress, it's been injured. Give it a little bit of rest. Don't do anything. Let your body recover, and then start introducing exercises. So just because you've got shin splints, it doesn't mean you can't exercise. But just do exercises that don't irritate it. So stay away from high impact workouts like running, because obviously that's just going to aggravate it so much more. That's how the injuries sort of come on. So what I would do is a lot of cycling, swimming, lots and lots of swimming, and then upper body exercises as well. But if you keep the reps high, rest low, you're then going to increase your heart rate, and you can sort of get a cardio circuit in with it. But you need to remember, you need to do your recovery exercises. Go and see a physiotherapist or someone that specialises in those injuries, and do the exercises they give you alongside working out. So with my shin splints, I would make sure that I'd stretch them out. I really had to stretch out my calves, stretch out my shins. I would use ice packs, heat packs, have a lot of baths, and really like massage the calf muscles. Nowadays you've got so many sorts of different foam rollers, so you can use a lot of foam rollers as well. But my point is, you can still exercise. People just seem to like get injured and then they just let it go. And this is sort of my point with the video. And it is so common, and you know, it isn't really anyone's fault, because that's just life. It does sort of, it mentally drains you. It's drained me mentally, just having this injury. I've struggled. I've had my lows. I've had to sort of bring myself out of them. Am's had to give me a bit of a slap. But I went running, and it was generally just a gentle just under 2.5 mile run. About 9-minute miles, if I remember rightly. And yeah, it felt good. Just getting out. It was a bit of activity. You know, I got my heart rate up a little bit. And then you're also going to burn calories, which is going to stop you from becoming overweight, which is then going to make it harder to get fully fit and back into work, especially if you're in the military. You need to be ready all the time. So just because I've got an injury, I can't let myself go and then go, oh, once my injury's better, then I'll start remedial training, because that's how it works. You get so much given to you in the military. You get injured, they will give you the time off you need. You then go and see a physio, all paid for. You then start remedial training, you get tested, you're back in to your squadron, company, whatever it is, fully deployable, and you get to go and do all the exciting stuff again. But what the problem is, people get injured, they don't do anything, then they start a little bit of training, but because they're in this cycle now of not really doing anything, eating a little bit more food, they're carrying a little bit more weight, they then struggle to train more, their motivation's lower, they haven't got that routine. So then they just go into the gym and they just pedal away slowly, and then it takes them longer to recover back. If you can just recover from your injury like a little bit, have a few weeks off, let your body recover, let it heal, boom, start your physio. Right, what exercises can I do? I've got shin splints, cool. Okay, you can do upper body exercises, cycling should be fine, swimming would be fine. I found a cross trainer irritated it, so I stayed away from that, and definitely stay away from running. Rowing, not so bad. Here and there, it was hit and miss. Right, so I can do that. Boom, boom, boom. Right, you start that already. You can do loads of press-ups, you can do loads of pull-ups, you can do loads of sort of core work, making sure you maintain a good strong core, so you've got that core stability, which is going to help you recover, which is then going to help you become fully fit a lot quicker. Just continue to train, find exercises that you can do that won't irritate the injury. That's like the whole point of this video, is just people like, so many people are getting shin splints, but they're still running. They're like, oh, I've got shin splints, I rested for 2 weeks and I carried on running. Stop running. Stop running, see a specialist, and find other exercises that you can do. If you can only cycle, I know gyms are shut, try and invest in a bike. Even if it's only a cheap bike, just so you're getting out, you're doing something. Do some circuits at home, exercises that won't irritate it. You should be able to do squats and stuff like that. Higher intensity, lower rest work, keep that heart rate up, and you're still going to work. You're going to get stronger, you're going to get fitter. Right, just continue to train, don't let yourself go. Trust me, if you continue to train throughout, then you're going to recover a lot better, you're going to be fully deployable a lot better, and you get to do the exciting stuff a lot more quicker. But your body needs rest, so just give it some rest. Comment below with what you thought of this video. Hope it was interesting, hope it has helped you out. Give us a thumbs up if you did, click that subscription button, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.
From the ashes I will rise. No satisfaction without the fight. A man has limits, oh so they say, but I never